Yes, I think the IP data essentially undermine the growth outlook. We also expect fiscal spending to be cut back, so that's another risk to growth. On the other hand, inflation, which was the outlook was becoming a problem in between, between the months of August to November last year. That is expected to become a bit better. So what I mean by that is there were essentially two factors that were playing into the inflation outlook. So there was the food prices, essentially vegetables, and then you have the rupee depreciation. So on both counts, we've seen some improvement. Vegetable prices, if you were to see the wholesale and the retail, are coming off, and rupee is pared back much more ground than what it was during the July mayhem. So on both counts there is some relief. I think the December numbers should show that. For CPI we have about a 10.6% penciled in, and for the WPI we are at a 7.1%. So looking better, we are off the highs, but I don't think we will get too weak from here, in the sense we are not going to get to 5% on the WPI for that matter. I think RBI is also cognizant of that. So if the inflation numbers, the final numbers, are closer to what we think it will be, then I think RBI will remain on hold in January, but the rhetoric will still be cautious. So in the sense that they will not wave off the inflation problem altogether. I think the focus will be that inflation expectations need to be still anchored. It has tapered off, but we are still cautious and ready to act when required. But for the January meeting, immediately I think it would mean on pause on rate front. Yes, actually you've nailed it. So I think we've seen up until November the fiscal deficit is already 94% of the full year target. So there has to be remedial action if the government is very keen on maintaining the deficit target. And in the short term, we have only 4 months in hand. The easiest and the lowest hanging fruit would be to cut back expenditure. So I think the axe will heavily fall on expenditure, more so planned expenditure, because the non-plan in some form, which is usually subsidies and defense, these are categories that's very difficult to cut back on. So the one that will take the hit, I think, will be the planned expenditure. We've already seen news that the payouts to the oil refineries might be delayed, so deferment in subsidies, and you have also planned expenditure. So yeah, this is the combination that will play out in the next 4 months. I think the markets are still not priced it in. I think we saw the government see the public books last year, same time. Fiscal accounts were looking at in a very, very precarious situation, but in the March quarter things looked way better than they did same time last year. So I think the same kind of benefit of doubt is with the government this year. Expectations are the remedial action will be taken. As a base case, we still think that there could be an overshoot in the fiscal target to more than about 5.3% of GDP. But external pressure from the rating agency especially is there. So odds are high for remedial action to be taken place, and which will be again heavy on expenditure cutback. Because stepping up revenues in a very short span of time, especially ahead of elections, would be very difficult to market. So I think cutback would be an easier way to go forward.